Brett Russell Lawrie is a Canadian professional baseball third baseman and second baseman for the Oakland Athletics of Major League Baseball. He previously played for the Toronto Blue Jays. Minor league career: while playing high school baseball for the Langley Blaze of the British Columbia Premier Baseball League, Lawrie was selected with the 16th overall pick in the 2008 Major League Baseball draft by the Milwaukee Brewers. The selection of Lawrie was the fourth highest a Canadian player has ever been drafted, behind only Jeff Francis, Adam Loewen, and Philip Almond, and the highest a Canadian position player has ever been drafted. Lawrie was a member of the Canadian junior national team at the 2008 World Junior Baseball Championship, where he led the tournament with a .469 batting average, 3 home runs and 16 RBI. He was also selected to play for Canada at the 2008 Summer Olympics. Lawrie represented Canada once again during the 2009 World Baseball Classic at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. His only appearance during Canada's brief run in the tournament came during a 6-5 loss to the United States, where he pinch ran for Joey Votto in the 9th inning. Although he was used primarily as a catcher for the Blaze, Lawrie transitioned to second base when he was assigned to the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers of the Midwest League to begin the 2009 season. He was selected to play for the World Team at the 2009 MLB All-Star Futures Game at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. He was promoted to the AA Huntsville Stars in mid-August. On June 23, Lawrie was selected to the 2010 Futures Games, his second selection. Lawrie finished the 2010 season with a .285 batting average, 8 home runs, 63 RBI, 90 runs, 16 triples and 30 stolen bases in 135 games with Huntsville. For his efforts he was named to the Southern League postseason All-Star team on September 1, 2010. Considered by many to be one of Milwaukee's top prospects, he was traded on December 6, 2010 to the Toronto Blue Jays for starting pitcher Sean Markham. Despite already having switched positions from catcher to second base after the Brewers drafted him, the Blue Jays moved Lawrie to third base. On May 31, Lawrie was hit in the hand by a pitch and left the game with what was initially believed to be a broken hand. X-rays were negative and he was considered day-to-day, until it was later revealed by CAT scan that there is a non-displaced fracture, and he was expected to miss 2-3 weeks. After a brief stint in Single-A Dunedin ending with a game where he was hit by a pitch twice, Lawrie was promoted back to Triple-A Las Vegas on July 18, 2011. He was named the third baseman on Baseball America's 2011 Minor League All-Star Team. Major League career Toronto Blue Jays 2011-2012. On August 4, 2011, Lawrie was called up to the Blue Jays. Travis Snyder was optioned to Triple-A to make room for Lawrie. He made his debut on August 5 against the Baltimore Orioles. In his first career at-bat, he recorded his first career hit and RBI. He finished 2-4 with 1 RBI and a fielding error. 2 games later, he hit his first career home run, a solo shot off of starter Alfredo Simacubden. In his second game at home on August 10, Lawrie recorded his first career grand slam, off of Oakland reliever Craig Breslow. The grand slam was also his first hit at the Rogers Centre. In the following series against the Los Angeles Angels, Lawrie recorded his first career triple and stolen base. On September 5, Lawrie hit his first career walk-off home run, a solo shot in the 11th inning off reliever Dan Wheeler to defeat the Boston Red Sox 1-0. Lawrie's first season ended prematurely when, on September 21, he fractured the middle finger on his right hand while fielding during batting practice. He finished his first season with a batting average of .293, 9 home runs, 26 runs scored, 7 stolen bases and 25 RBI in 161 plate appearances. Lawrie made the 40-man roster for the Toronto Blue Jays 2012 season. On May 1, 2012, Lawrie hit a game-winning, walk-off solo home run in the bottom of the 9th inning to give the Blue Jays an 8-7 win against the Texas Rangers. In a game against the Tampa Bay Rays on May 15, Lawrie was ejected from a game after objecting to being called out on 2 consecutive strikes by umpire Bill Miller. The two pitches in question were proven by replay and through computerized strike zone analysis to not be in the strike zone. After both pitches, Lawrie started down the baseline, only to hear the strike call. Upon the strikeout call, Lawrie turned and yelled, prompting Miller to eject him. Lawrie threw his helmet on the ground, which then bounced and made contact with Miller. Manager John Farrell was also ejected after arguing with Miller. Lawrie was suspended for 4 games by Major League Baseball, and initially appealed the suspension but dropped the appeal on May 17. After a 7-4 loss to the Boston Red Sox on June 2, Lawrie was present at the Toronto Eaton Center when a shooting took place. Lawrie, who was unharmed, posted on Twitter about the incident and was credited by some news outlets with breaking the story. Lawrie was awarded the Wilson Fielding Award for his defensive play at third base on November 4. 2013-2014. Lawrie was named to Canada's 2013 World Baseball Classic team, and took part in 2 pre-tournament games against the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Lawrie exited the game against the Reds due to discomfort, and was later determined to have strained his ribs. He stayed with the team, but did not appear in the tournament due to this injury. Lawrie began the season on the disabled list, and made his season debut on April 16 against the Chicago White Sox, going 0-3 with an RBI. Lawrie was placed on the 15-day disabled list on May 29 after spraining his ankle sliding into second base in a game on May 27. General Manager Alex Anthopoulos said on June 24 that Lawrie would begin a rehab assignment on June 26 with the Class A Advanced Dunedin Blue Jays. Lawrie started the June 26 game at third base for Dunedin. Lawrie continued his rehab with the AA New Hampshire Fisher Cats on July 6. His rehab assignment was changed to the AAA Buffalo Bisons on July 9. He played second base against the Syracuse Chiefs on July 9, and was recalled by the Blue Jays on July 13 to play against Baltimore. Lawrie started at second base for the first time in his major league career on July 13, and finished the game 0-4. After making 6 starts at second base, manager John Gibbons said in an interview with MLB Network Radio that Lawrie would play at third base exclusively for the rest of the season. On August 10, Lawrie's career-high 11-game hitting streak ended. During the streak, he batted .400 with 2 home runs and 6 RBI. In 107 games with Toronto in 2013, he hit .254 with 11 hours, 46 RBI and a .963 fielding percentage at third base. On February 13, 2014, Lawrie was announced as the cover athlete for the Canadian version of MLB 14, The Show. He replaces teammate Jose Bautista, who was the Canadian cover athlete for the previous 2 entries in the series. Lawrie hit his second career Grand Slam on April 15, 2014, in a 9-3 win over the Minnesota Twins. After the emergence of Juan Francisco as a viable option for the Blue Jays, Lawrie began playing second base against right-handed starting pitchers. He tied his career high in home runs on June 6, 2014, when he hit his 11th of the season in a 3-1 win over the St. Louis Cardinals. Lawrie would then set a new career high on June 20, when he hit his 12th of the season to assist the Blue Jays in a 14-9 win, having been down 8-0 after the second inning. 2 days later, he was hit on the right hand by a pitch from Johnny Cueto and was forced out of the game. X-rays showed a fracture of his right index finger and he was placed on the 15-day disabled list. On August 5, Lawrie was activated from the DL and started at third base that night. In the 4th inning, he was removed from the game due to back tightness, and was placed back on the 15-day disabled list on August 7 with an oblique strain. On September 2, Lawrie was moved to the 60-day disabled list, ending his 2014 season. He finished the year appearing in just 70 games, and batting .247 with 12 home runs and 38 RBI. Oakland Athletics 2015 present. On November 28, 2014, Lawrie was traded to the Oakland Athletics, along with Kendall Graveman, Sean Nolan, and Franklin Barretou, for Josh Donaldson. After struggling early in the season, including a game on April 7 in which he struck out 4 times on 12 total pitches, Lawrie hit his first home run as an Athletic on April 13. In a game on June 5 between the Athletics and the Boston Red Sox at Boston's Fenway Park, a fan named Tonya Carpenter was injured when Lawrie's bat broke while swinging at a pitch. The barrel of the bat was thrown into the stands, hitting Carpenter in the head. According to the Boston Police Department, Carpenter lost an extensive amount of blood and suffered life-threatening head injuries, but another fan wrapped her head in his shirt tourniquet and she was quickly treated and taken by Fenway Park medical personnel to Boston's Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Personal life: Lawrie became engaged to UCLA and United States women's national under-20 soccer team forward Sydney Leroux, a childhood friend against whom he played in youth baseball leagues in Metro Vancouver, in October 2010. They broke off the engagement in October 2011, during Leroux's senior year at UCLA and just before she received her first call-up to the United States women's national soccer team. He is the brother of University of Washington softball pitcher Danielle Lawrie. References. External links. Career statistics and player information from MLB, or ESPN, or Baseball Reference, or Fangraphs, or the Baseball Cube, or Baseball Reference, COC Profile, MLB.com Player Profile, Brett Lawrie on Twitter.